everybody. So that's what we're going to get into today. We're going to go ahead and start off today. My name is Al Belosian, guys, and this is Island Vacation Travel Podcast Season 2. I know you all miss me. We took a little break to live life a little bit, get a little bit more information. Of course, we know the pandemic was going on. Now that it has subsided a little bit more, so now we're going into travel. Everything is opening up. So today I wanted to bring some of our people on board that make things happen, that give us the information, and we want to bring that information to you. So today we're going to have a podcast with Mr. Chad Long, which is from Sandals, a very knowledgeable young man. Again, sir, pleased to meet you. Welcome to Island Vacation Travel Podcast, and this is episode number 22.
All right. Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Yes, please. No, our pleasure to have you here, because we've decided that we're going to start bringing guests in, and you have been chosen as the first guest. We have a whole lineup, but I chose you as the first guest because we wanted to bring Sandals in to actually, let people know that we book sandals as well. We don't just book cruises and everything else. We book sandals. We actually sandal specialists. As you all know, I am from the island of St. Lucia. I have a few people from my team that are from the island of St. Lucia, mainly from the island of St. Lucia. And we have a lot of sandals on there, so we want to make sure that we promote sandals. All right? So, Chad, can you just tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yes, so my name is Chad Long. I am the business development manager that works directly with Sandals and Beaches Resorts, and I cover the territory of Central Florida. So that means I get to work with travel agents all over the state. In big hot spots, obviously Tampa, Orlando, Lakeland, Sarasota. So I get to basically hear what's new and upcoming with the Sandals and Beaches Resorts first, and then I'm the messenger to relay that information to all of our travel partners, and so they can go sell it and know about everything going on to you guys.
Awesome. So, devil's advocate. So you're the guy that makes it happen behind the scenes, helping the travel agents like me and everybody else. That's
exactly.
How it's right.
Oh yeah.
Awesome. So when we have questions, we're getting it directly from the horse's mouth, directly from a solid person that's actually from Sandals. So guys, here's Chad here. Today we're gonna ask questions. If you have any other questions, feel free. We have people from all around the world that's actually tuned in, whether it be England, because we're actually tackling the English market as well too. So even if we're in America, we have people in England that want to target. So I'm just gonna start off with our first question today, Chad. Just give us a little information on what is the difference between sandals and beaches. People are more familiar with sandals, but they heard about beaches, but they don't know too much. What is the difference between sandals and beaches?
Right. So Sandals and Beaches Resorts are basically two different brands, but one company. Sandals is adults only and couples only. The vibe is very lovey-dovey. It's all people on their honeymoons, anniversaries, destination weddings, vow renewals, or it's just great for a couple that wants to get away from the everyday life and kind of reconnect with one another. So that's the vibe over at Sandals. And then over on the beaches side, this is our family-friendly resort brand. So multi-generational trips, girls getaways, guys getaways, family vacations, single travelers. It's like a big fun energy over there. Come one, come all. Versus Sandals, it's a little bit more pigeonholed into the couples thing.
Nice. Okay, so we have problem solved number one. Guys, Sandals does not only just cater for couples. You heard it here first. Beaches actually caters for your family resorts. And as you heard, it's going on over there. So before you count out Sandals for your family trip, there we go. That's the difference between Sandals and Beaches. They're actually the same brand. Beautiful. And if you mind me asking, where are the locations of Beaches Resorts?
Beaches, we currently have 3 beaches properties right now. 2 are in Jamaica, 1 in Negril, and then 1 in Ocho Rios. Our largest property is in Turks and Caicos. That happens to be my favorite beaches of all of them. But we will soon be expanding to open another one in Jamaica, Beaches Runaway Bay, and then our 5th one on St. Vincent, which is a new island entirely for us.
No, not St. Vincent. We love St. Vincent. St. Vincent is our neighboring island from St. Lucia. So everybody that's tuned in from St. Lucia, you know that. We could literally see St. Vincent from St. Lucia. So that's awesome. You said there are 3 in Jamaica, 2 in Jamaica?
There's 2, but there's soon to be 3.
Nice. So, guys, y'all know you'll love Jamaica. Everybody always calls in every day for Jamaica. You hear my accent, and the first thing you ask for is Jamaica. That's how synonymous Jamaica is. So, here is where you could go to Sandals in Jamaica and beaches in Jamaica as well. And not forgetting beautiful Turks and Caicos.
Yes.
Who doesn't love Turks? Nice.
My
Thank
favorite.
you for that. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. So, and for sandals, when you say sandals for couples, is there any age limit for couples? Like how young of a couple or how old of a couple do they cater for?
Well, it is
Well,
a couples resort, but it is also adults only. So 18 and over is the age limit for Sandals resorts.
Nice, nice, nice. And what would be the oldest couple you'd actually get it at Sandals?
The oldest couple? I mean, I have seen literally like 90-year-olds celebrating their like 60th
Love is in the air. Love is
anniversary.
what I'm talking about. Guys, so you're here? Everyone's welcome to Sandals. There's no age limit as to how to celebrate love or what age limit to stop celebrating love. So you have anniversaries, right? So you could have anniversaries, and as you grow couples, you meet other people and you bring them in and you go travel. Go see all the rest of the Sandals and go island hopping. So
Yes.
there you go. Nice, nice, nice. So this is something we're going to present to our 55 plus community as well to let them know that, guys, you're welcome to Sandals. All right?
Yes, absolutely.
And I know a lot of people, they see a lot of like either advertisements about Sandals. Well, not too many because Sandals already has a very good following. Word of mouth goes a long way. But you also see advertisements like internet advertisements and everything else. And a lot of people try to actually book their own trips because it's something the internet has brought into play, right? Which kind of took away from a travel professional, which is what people used to have before and how they used to set up trips to go on world trips and all that kind of stuff. What I wanted you to just iterate a little bit on, which would be a benefit to us, and I want our customers to know as well, what's the importance of that? Because I try to bring it as much as possible. What is the importance of booking with a travel professional?
Booking with a travel professional makes your life much easier when you're taking your trips. Basically, they have secret weapons in the back of their pockets, such as the connection to people like me, the managers on all of the resorts, the GM, the sales managers, these hotel managers. So if something goes wrong on your trip, or something goes right, especially, but if there's something that's an issue, like you don't have to take care of it yourself. You literally have your travel advisor who's there to take care of everything, and they are professionals at getting things done. So they have the special connections that they need. They have all the cheat sheets, the sales tools that they need in order to make sure that your vacation is flawless. Sometimes they can even throw in extra incentives for you as well. So that never hurts. But the use of a travel advisor is absolutely, it's valuable, and it definitely is how I book my personal trips as well.
Hey guys, you heard it from the business development manager. This is the guy I connect with. He has all the answers. We could make anything happen. That's the whole point of it. You book with us, Island Vacation, whether it's me or any of our agents, we actually have direct access to not just tools, we have access to chat. We have access to chat. That is priceless, because while you have to stay on the call and spending 30, 40, 50 minutes a whole day trying to get connected to what you're trying to get connected to because you're not really savvy on what's going on, this is what we're here for, and this is what chat is there for. This is why you use the travel professional. All right? Great. Thank you very much for that. And we have tools like this that we are provided. This is our Bible. Right? We have it both in paper and we have the internet as well. We have CDs, we have material and everything that we present, which is actually provided by Sandals. So guys, anything you need, just let us know. The travel professional will get it to you. Okay? Now, if you mind me asking, and I asked about the 55 plus for the elderly couples, right?
Mm-hmm.
I call them more mature. Because, just like fruits, you get better with time.
Right.
If you mind me asking, the top favorite Caribbean properties and destinations for 55 plus couples, where would that be? Where would you suggest? Because I know you've been to most of the Sandals. I haven't been to all of them as yet. So you give me your top ones, at least top three.
Okay, I could definitely get you top three. If basically all of our resorts are not cookie cutter whatsoever, so there are some resorts that are more entertainment heavy. They usually attract a younger crowd, and then there's some resorts that are a little bit more laid back, more quiet, peaceful, and they do tend to attract the 55 and up community, just because they want a little bit more of a step back. So I would have to suggest Sandals Halcyon in St. Lucia. Absolute beautiful, beautiful resort. It's extremely laid back. I think there's only about 7 restaurants. None of the buildings are taller than the tallest palm tree. It's like a little Garden of Eden. It's absolutely beautiful. So that's a great suggestion. I would also say Sandals Emerald Bay in the Bahamas. One of the most beautiful beaches I've ever laid my eyes on. Baby powder white sand, crystal clear turquoise water. It is beautiful. And then I would have to also throw in Sandals Grenada. Of course, on the beautiful Spice Island of the Caribbean, Grenada. And folks really love that one because not only is the food absolutely delectable, the customer service is top notch. It's a fairly new resort and it's only 3 minutes away from the airport. So you don't have to waste any time in that airport transfer. You're just immediately right onto the beach.
That's very nice. Now, guys, you heard the three, and this is 3 different islands that I think should be on your bucket list: St. Lucia, Bahamas, and Grenada. Grenada is a very interesting place to visit. It has a very extensive history that you will never forget. And it's the land of spice, Spice Island. Now, you mentioned that there's a new resort there. About that resort, how long has that resort been open?
Sandals Grenada has been open for probably about 6-7 years now. So it didn't open yesterday, but it's not outdated by any means.
We have to check that. We had 2 years off, so it's pretty new.
That's true. We did have 2 years off. You're right.
Yes, and for Sandals Halcyon, I love Sandals Halcyon. I have friends that work there. I love Sandals Halcyon. Sandals Halcyon has this pier that goes out into the water, and there's a little islet like right off the coast, and everything is easy. When it comes to the 55 plus hotels, guys, some of the things we're thinking of is how easy is it to navigate around the hotel, right? Whether it has a lot of stairs, whether it's wheelchair accessible and all that kind of stuff. Also, not forgetting, most importantly, the food, what the people are able to eat, because you know health as well. You know how that goes. You all know I'm big on health, big on wealth. So that's some of the things that they look into. And if you heard all of those locations have, it's easy to navigate around, beautiful scenery, beautiful people, beautiful customer service, most of all, right? And also the food is just magnificent. You know what Sandals offers. 5-star.
Yeah. I mean, one of the best parts about staying at Sandals or Beaches is definitely the gourmet food. Every single restaurant is included. You're not nickel and dimed. It doesn't cost $50 to go into the steakhouse, and it doesn't cost you $13 per mimosa. I'm telling you, I actually just got back from my own personal vacation all last week. I went on a cruise. It was my first cruise in a really long time. And when I was hit with that bill upon departure, I go to Sandals all the time. I'm not used to being slapped with a bill when I check out. So I had to pay for the Wi-Fi and the drink package, and I ate at 3 special restaurants, and I was getting taxed on certain drinks when we were like close to the States. It was like ridiculous. And when I go to Sandals, I throw my wallet in the safe. I don't look at it. I don't touch it until I check out. And then when I leave, I'm not hit with any bill. Everything I just listed is fully included as it is. Right. So it's really not about the cost of getting onto a cruise. It's about what are you paying when you get off that thing. At Sandals, it's zero.
So guys, you heard all-inclusive luxury. So it's, as Chad just said, it came from a cruise. I love cruises as well. That's my background. But there's always those little things. The bill when you get off. Nobody wants a bill when you get off. You want to get off your vacation and just back into life and deal with what you have to deal with. This is what Sandal offers. This is mainly what they offer. No other hotel chain actually offers that. Right? Now, we've asked about the 55 plus couples. What about the family vacation? Like for the top favorite Caribbean properties for family vacationers who are looking for things to do.
I mean, we only have 3 beaches resorts, so there's the top 3 right there.
Right.
Beaches Turks and Caicos, though, is my number one. I have to say, it is just a fantastic property. It's one of the most beautiful beaches I've ever seen. I mean, there's a reason that celebrities travel to Turks and Caicos. So it's a massive resort. It's about 5 villages. You have the brand new Key West Italian and seaside villages, and then you also have the French and Caribbean villages to choose from. And because it is a family-friendly resort, not only do we offer all of the luxuries and inclusions that couples have come to know over the years, but we have extra amenities for those of all ages, like water parks, water slides. We have surf simulators, lazy rivers, teen clubs, Xbox lounges, arcades. I mean, I could rattle on forever and ever with all the extra fun amenities that we have over at beaches. To pop off on the all-inclusive side of things, we actually do include kids camp from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. And there's no age limit. So you could literally bring a newborn that isn't potty trained to our daycare and they'll fully be taken care of.
Guys, so you heard it. So for parents, I know parents, it's so hard. It's hard. It's very difficult to be a parent.
Yes.
When you're on vacation, you take a vacation to have a break, right? And usually you get on vacation and you kind of end up having to work even harder. That's not the plan. Sandals will actually take care of that for you. Beaches will actually take care of that for you, where you just, as the chat said, there is no age limit as to what age a child has to be to go into kids camp. And there is activities where you may come to pick up your kid and they may be having so much fun. It might be difficult to drag them out of there, right?
Exactly.
So, there you go. You have Turks and Caicos, which is just from what I've seen and from what you're explaining there to me, has a little bit of everything for the family.
It does. I've seen plenty of temper tantrums thrown when it's time to leave the resort, but never when it's time to come to the resort.
Right.
And something kind of cool, too, for the little ones is we do have a pretty tight partnership with Sesame Street. So, if the kids are so used to going to Disney and seeing Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse year after year, switch it up. Go to beaches, hang out with Elmo, hang out with Cookie Monster. We got the big Sesame Street characters running around doing parades and little parties.
I'm a fan of Cookie Monster. So, yes, guys, there is a great point. Disney. Take a break. The kids need to see something different. Variety is the spice of life. And if I remember well, I got a plethora of knowledge from Sesame Street. I won't even kid you. That's probably how I took off from my little island and went and see the world, because it kind of told you that, the world was bigger. Here's a chance to actually go in a resort and you get an experience of something nostalgic to actually bring you back to your childhood, and you could actually share it with your kid. Because you could actually say, you saw this, and now you're bringing in your kid to actually see it. So this is beautiful. Don't forget that kids come. You might just go there and want to stay there. So even if you don't want to go to Sandals and you want to bring your whole family, guys, beaches is a beautiful place. And of course, we're going to start off at Turks and Caicos. We're going to say that. We're going to start off at Turks and Caicos, and then we're going to take off to Jamaica next. But I would advise, chat advice is start at Turks and Caicos. It has everything. You might just keep on going there year after year after year. All right?
Yes.
So, guys, before we even continue just a little further, we have just a few more questions for Chad. Just going to ask you guys, usually we in our travel podcast, we actually have a current in travel segment halfway during the podcast, where we actually let you know what's going on. Today, we're going to let you know about our travel store, which we started within the pandemic, which I've been doing very, very, very good. And we found, thank you so much for all our customers, because without that, I do not know if the podcast would have been able to survive. We have lots of stuff in there. I should have had my sunglasses and stuff on me, all the stuff that's found in the store. But we do have our stuff like our St. Lucia towels and the travel towels and everything in there, bathing suits and everything. Go check it out. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Snapchat, name it, we got it. I'm in to all of the social media, guys. And don't forget to check out the store at www.ivtaway.com. Okay? Thank you so much, guys. Now, we're going to come right back into what we're discussing today, the difference between why you should visit Sandals and beaches. All right, Chad, again, I thank you so much for coming in, man. We appreciate you giving us those answers or those questions because some of it it's a lot for me to explain to people all the time, and I try to put it in newsletters. So thank you so much for coming in. I see people in the chat actually letting us know that they had such a blast at Sandals, Bahamas. Yeah, they're actually letting us know they had a blast out there. So thank you so much in the chat as well. So our next question is, what are the best ages and places for kids to travel to Sandals? Well, I would pretty much say Turks and Caicos, right?
Yeah, I mean, any of the beaches properties would be perfect for kids. I mean, I've seen happy children at all of them. The kids really aren't as picky as the adults. Like, you throw them anywhere with the water park, they'll be fine. It's really like pleasing the adults at the end of the day, like with all the extra fancy amenities and everything. So just really depending on what your budget is and what your preference is. You know, Turks and Caicos is a beautiful resort, but it is quite pricey compared to the 2 beaches resorts that we have over in Jamaica, which are still wonderful family resorts, set on some of the most beautiful beaches on the island. So if maybe Turks is out of your budget, try Negril, try Ocho Rios. We have fabulous resorts there as well.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And about kids, you know how kids are not meticulous about anything except food.
Right.
What kind of amenities or what kind of restaurants or menus do they have for kids?
Well, the good thing about any of our resorts, whether we're talking Sandals or beaches, is that every resort has a culinary concierge right there on site. So if adults or kids, have really strict dietary restrictions, or they're like deathly allergic to peanuts or something, if you're vegan, if you're gluten-free, whatever the case may be, you can communicate that with the culinary concierge, and they will actually tell the head chefs, tweak some menus. We go above and beyond to make sure that nobody has any sort of issues with the food, because it's obviously a huge part of the dining experience. We don't need anyone having allergic reactions or anything. So we'll literally edit the menus and edit the dishes in order to meet everybody's dietary restrictions.
And other than sorry about that. Go ahead. Sorry about that.
No, I was just going to say, like, when I go to beaches and I'm like in the buffet, you have like the really fancy steaks over there and like, the green beans and the potatoes and all that. But then over on the kids side, you have like chicken nuggets and mac and cheese and like stuff like that. So awesome. Everyone's happy.
Nice. And we know Sandals loves the kids. They love the kids. And they have certain things in place, which it's something I'm trying to bring to the forefront, because it's pretty much going across the entire board, where Sandals has something in place for, well, not just something in place. They have a lot of stuff in place for kids, but they're promoting, trying to get autistic kids to get a chance to travel, to experience the world, because we're all human beings on this planet and we all should be able to experience this beautiful world at an equal playing field. And this is something I really, really love about Sandals. This is something that drew me to Sandals. My mom's a teacher, so this is what we're all about. My entire family is all about teachers, friends, everybody's all about kids. What is it? Can you just tell us a little bit about the autistic program that there are for kids, and also the other little programs that they have for kids, like to be able to help them out academically and all that kind of stuff?
Right. Well, no matter where you're putting your kid in our care, we're not just slapping them on an iPad and letting them, play video games all day. Like, we're very interactive. We take them out. We play games at the pool and on the beach, and we definitely encourage them to have fun. We have like playgrounds and everything on all of our properties as well. But all of the beaches resorts are IBCCES autism certified. So clients that are traveling with children that are on the spectrum, adult children included, then we're going the extra mile to make sure that everyone feels safe and comfortable and secure when going to beaches. Of course, there's security on deck to make sure nobody wanders off or does anything crazy. We go the extra mile to make sure that everyone's aware of like the sensory awareness issues too. We even, like I said, we have a partnership with Sesame Street, and one of the characters in Sesame Street named Julia, she has autism. And we have Julia at all of our beaches resorts that, you can't run up and hug her. You can't be too like crazy in her face. You really have to treat her with a certain level of respect that you have to treat children that are on the spectrum with as well. So it definitely not only makes the kids that do have autism, it helps them feel more included, but it teaches the kids that don't how to kind of integrate that with all of the kids to make just a more inclusive experience.
Beautiful, beautiful. You see, guys, that's what I'm talking about representation. This is what Sandals has brought to the forefront, right? I mean, to go to the length of having Julia in every hotel to make sure that every kid feels welcome, even adults, because adults are autistic as well. I mean, you grow into an adult. So it's good to know that they're making everyone feel included. That's very, 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 very important. So thank you so much for that information, guys. As you could hear, if you have an autistic kid, do not feel that your kid cannot travel or experience the world, or you cannot travel and get to experience the world with a child that's autistic. There are things in place. Sandals has things in place. Beaches has things in place. We can help you out. Contact your travel professional. I'll contact Chad and we can make it happen for you. Me and my team will make it happen for you. My team is very enthusiastic about autistic kids and kids in general, because most of them are actually moms, and they actually have kids and they have background in education as well. So that's something we promote. If you could just give us a little information too on the 777 sale, which I always see popping up, and it's always something exciting.
Yes.
Can you give the people just a little bit on that?
Yes, definitely. So as luxury brands, usually the terms deals and discounts don't exist that often when we're running promotions. But there's always a great discount applicable when you are booking a room that's on our 777 promotion. So basically what that means is every 7 days, there's 7 different rooms at 7 different resorts that are 7% off if you book them that week. And 7% off can save hundreds of dollars. So it's a really great way to, every Wednesday, I send Al and the rest of my travel partners what rooms are on sale. So if you're interested in a room that might be discounted, you can always reach out to your travel advisor and be like, hey, did the 777 come out for this week? Would love to know what rooms are on sale because I want to go to Sandals and I want to save $1. And so then, Al can look at my email, see Sandals Grand Antigua has the GW category on sale. We could save you hundreds of dollars just then, just by putting a deposit down that week. Of course, it is completely refundable. Any sort of deposit or payment that you make is refundable as long as you cancel 45 days prior to travel. Nice. So it's a great way to save some money.
Yes, it is a great way to save some money. It is. And who doesn't love saving some money? And how can you not get it better when you're getting luxury all-inclusive and you get to save money? Yep. You can't beat that, guys. You can't beat that. So, as you heard, every Wednesday, we actually have sales going on. I share that with you guys, and I also share where we have the weddings, the wedding seminar, so that you could actually get discounts on that as well. Look out for it in the newsletter that I'll be sending. So guys, look out for it, take advantage of it, just buzz me, and we could actually get you those sales to save some money. Right? Now, let me ask you, what are some of the reasons or the celebrations that people actually go and celebrate at, like Sandals? Like, I mean, we know about honeymoons and weddings, but like, what are the rest of those reasons people celebrate? Because there are lots of reasons to celebrate.
Well, celebrating coming out of the pandemic has been a really fun one recently. Just getting out because you finally can travel again. But because we are a couples-only resort, we really do get all the romantic occasions. And any sort of romantic occasion you're traveling to us for does make you eligible for some sort of perk. And Al can hook you up with these perks just for celebrating something with us. So if you're going for your honeymoon, we have a free honeymoon package. Chilled bottle of champagne upon arrival, breakfast in bed on the first morning, romantic turn-down service with the rose petals and the balloons and all that stuff. We also do have a free anniversary night too. So if you're traveling for your anniversary, you're staying 7 nights in a Club or Butler level, Al can hook you up with that free night, and you're actually only paying for 6, but you go for 7.
Yes, guys.
And then I think our biggest one is the destination weddings. If you're going to celebrate your wedding over at any of our resorts, a 3-night minimum means that your wedding is free. And by free wedding, I mean if you go the 2 of you or if you bring 100 people, it doesn't matter. The wedding is completely free. The ceremony, reception, flowers, cake, wedding team, and the basic tropical decor package. Of course, things can be upgraded, but if you just want a really quick, nice, free wedding, we absolutely can make that happen with a 3-night stay or longer.
So guys, you heard this? I don't always say it out loud, but that's actually a great way to actually get a dream wedding. You actually get in 2 in 1. If you actually pay for the rooms, you actually get a ceremony. Now, I've actually done one of those ceremonies in St. Lucia. That was the last time I went to St. Lucia. So we have the proof to show you that it can be done. Of course, like Chad said, you have all the chance to actually upgrade your wedding to a mega prolific wedding, whatever you would dream of, Sandals can make it happen. But it actually starts off with all you need to do is just at least book 3 rooms or more, and you actually get entitled to be able to get the dream wedding that you like. And then, of course, you just add the perks, which means you're saving money either way. Like if you time it on a Wednesday, then you contact, it's like you're just saving money nonstop. So this is a way to actually get into the sales Sandals has going on, the promotions, and get an all-inclusive luxury vacation, like experience unlike no other. All right. Now, besides couples, there are some other people that like to travel, but they don't get very much attention, I would say. And it's across all types of travel. The solo travel. Not everyone likes to travel with people because not everyone has someone to travel with, and not everyone has time to wait for people to travel. What does Sandals have in place for the solo traveler?
Well, any of our beaches resorts happily welcome solo travelers. When it comes to Sandals, we actually just try to keep it as close to our brand as possible. We do only allow couples. Every room at Sandals is king-size bed, 1 bedroom. So you don't necessarily have to be dating the person you're sharing the room with, but you will be sharing a bed because there's no other sleeping accommodation. Whereas over on the beaches side of things, you can get the twin beds, the king beds, you can travel solo. So the only time we really allow solo travelers to Sandals is if they're traveling in a large group. Maybe they're part of a destination wedding or a scuba diving golf group. So if there's like a one-off with permission from the GM, then we can extend a single room. But for the most part, we send solo travelers over to beaches.
Okay. So guys, you see, still have an option. But I say that shouldn't limit you, because that would be just like college. To me, it would be just like cruise ship life where I had to share a room with my roommates. Now, the whole experience of Sandals would be worth it. And it could be just a girls' trip. It could be a bachelorette party, a bachelor party. It's all part of how you could actually go and celebrate, reasons to go celebrate love or friendship in a Sandals resort on a exotic Caribbean island, right? Now, I mean, we have got such a plethora of information here. And I mean, Chad, you actually have blown up my head there a little bit, and I hope the customers actually appreciate all that information you actually provided here. Direct, that they could actually ask questions, and I'm still seeing people giving more comments in the comment section saying how they actually enjoy what's going on and good work. I personally have no more questions right now. I don't know if anyone else has any questions, but I really, really, really appreciate your time, man, for just sharing the information with us and meeting up with me whenever I need to, and always being there accessible to me and my team for any questions or anything we need, right? Yeah. Hopefully the next time you go on vacation, we'll be there with you, or we'll drag you along with us. Whichever way, we'll figure it out, or we'll all meet up in St. Lucia.
Oh, yes. I'm there. I'm down. I'm ready.
And one of the things, guys, we're going to be promoting a little bit more in the future, I am going to bringing that information to you a little bit more, is about groups which travel, whether it's for a wedding, whether it's for honeymoon, whether it's for, as I said, different bachelorette parties or bachelor party. We celebrate it all. We're going to be bringing that information to you a little bit more. I want everyone to show a little bit of appreciation in the comments and everything else to Chad for even taking his time out of this busy day to give us some information and share some time with us, man. I really, 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 really appreciate it, sir.
Of course. I appreciate you inviting me. I'm honored to be the first guest. It's a pleasure.
You're most welcome, man. And if there's anything you could tell anyone as to why they should actually visit St. Lucia, to any of the pre-Sandals, as we close this podcast, because of course I'm from St. Lucia, so we're promoting St. Lucia, we're promoting the Southern Caribbean. We want you to go check out Grenada, St. Lucia, and all the rest of the islands as well. But of course, we have reasons we want you to visit St. Lucia, because we have people waiting down there for you, which could actually give you great hospitality. Give us some of the reasons why we should visit St. Lucia, Sandals Grand, Sandals Halcyon, and Sandals La Toc. Please, sir.
That's the easiest question ever. St. Lucia is a phenomenal destination for us, not only because of the immaculate excursions that you can take, helicopter tours, drive-through volcanoes, the St. Lucian mud bath experience. And my favorite catamaran cruise I've ever been on was along the coast of St. Lucia, just to be able to see that island from the perspective of out in the ocean. I mean, there's a reason why people call it the Hawaii of the Caribbean. It feels so much like Hawaii, but it feels better. It has the Caribbean allure to it. And then with the 3 resorts we have there, it's a stay at 1, play at 3. So no matter which of the ones that you book at, you get to bounce between the other 2 and experience all of them for no extra cost.
That's right. Guys, you heard it here. You heard it on Island Vacation Travel Podcast. Every reason that you should visit Sandals and Beaches, and also all the different islands that Sandals is located in. It's not by accident they chose those islands. These islands are very, very special islands, which offer very special, specific things.
Yes.
Okay, so guys, I want to say thank you so much for tuning in today. Don't forget to check out our online store, our Facebook shop, our Instagram shop, the page itself, www.ivtaware.com. And of course, don't forget to check out the travel agency itself, which is islandvacays.com. That is www.islandvacays, that is VACAS.com. Again, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Chad, again, thank you so much, sir. I really, really appreciate it. And you have a good rest of your day. All right.
You too, Al. Thank you so much for inviting me. I appreciate it. And I hope to see everybody in the Caribbean sometime real soon.
You're most welcome. And guys, see you soon as well. And you have a good rest of your day.
All right. Take care.
All right. Bye. Yes, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. So before I cut it off completely, I just want to thank everybody for tuning in to this season 2 podcast with Island Vacation Travel Agency. We had Sandals here today. I'm talking about Sandals and Beaches. Thank you to everyone that was in the comment section. Appreciate y'all. Anna Vaughn, Uncle Lindell, Patrick and Becky, Rayan, everybody else. Sorry if I didn't mention your name because I can't see everything. But thank you so much. And thank you for being good people and doing a good job. Anna Vaughn, thank you so much. Keep on doing what you're doing. We're sending people your way. I'm looking at you. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. Don't forget to check us out. We're going to be coming in with new podcasts every week. Don't forget to check us out on all different platforms. I'm talking about Pandora, SoundCloud, YouTube channel, iTunes, TuneIn. Check us out on all platforms. We're trying to get the podcast to grow up as big as possible, and we're back and better with season 2. This has been podcast number 22, guys. You have a good rest of your day, and don't forget to check out our online store, ivtaware.com, and our travel agency, which is www.islandvacas.com. And also don't forget to check out my wife's holistic business, which is naturalistic.health.com, and I'll plug all this in the description. All right, guys. So you guys have a good rest of your day. If you have any questions, feel free. Don't forget to comment and interact in the comments. It helps the algorithms. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, Snapchat, the whole thing. Okay? You guys have a good rest of your day. Love you all very much and have a good one.